Overtime there, boy.
Oh, overtime again. What's up?
Hey, just let Nick know when you drop the checks off there.
When I drop them off at the yard?
At the yard.
Okay.
Just let him know.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thanks, bud.
Yep, we'll talk to you.
All right, later.
Bye.
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Odyssey is your new home for all the audio that matters to you. Download the Odyssey app today. Powered by Golling Auto Group. Experience the Golling difference at golling.com. WXYT FM and WXYT.
We'll be home in plenty of time, right?
Plenty of time for what?
An Odyssey station.
Huh?
Lions fans.
No rush.
Isn't it great to have Calvin Johnson here in Ford Field? Calvin?
We got no rush.
That's all
We're on
right.
the clock. We're getting paid.
That's all right.
Again. So that's 3 days.
I'm gonna throw it.
That's all right.
Like Prince John.
I'll suck my thumb.
That's all right.
That's why you call.
Calvin Johnson. That's all right. Lions fans.
Thanks, Sheila. Well, we're very excited about this. It's a new addition to the show. People seem to really enjoy the first couple of episodes of it. It combines sports and life and general foolishness. It's time for Deal Breakers.
In the world of sports and everyday life, we the people need to make critical decisions that will impact our future. Some are right, some are wrong, some are deal breakers.
Well, it's enjoyable. It's controversial. It's just plain fun. Roberto, issue number one. Again, it can be life, sports, or both.
Yeah, this first one is something we haven't touched on yet. This is completely original, so
Press this.
you are offered a job as a delivery man. However, the company only uses driverless vehicles. Is this a deal breaker?
An Odyssey station.
So hold on. Let's start this again. Hold on. You get offered a job to do what?
As a package delivery person, like an Amazon type deal.
Okay. What am I missing? Am I having brain function issues?
No, he overthought this.
So you still have to get out and give the package.
Yes.
Put on the
But I don't get to drive.
No, it's all.
Oh, so basically what? You gotta trust a driverless vehicle?
Yes.
Hell yeah, that sounds like the easiest gig in the world. Are you kidding me?
You would trust it?
Hell yeah.
That's the easiest paycheck of all time. You just sit there.
Yeah, and then the machine goes boop up, beep up.
Right.
Crashes all the time.
Oh,
Agreed.
No, those aren't. No. I sure.
No rush.
And it to take over if something goes wrong. Right.
Going through it.
You get to sit there, it drives, you pay
Yep.
loose attention to it, you listen to whatever music you want, you
Not-
take it on your phone, whatever. Yeah.
An uncomfortable seat.
Them
might be
punching
more
out at the
appealing
light,
than the
right?
driverless car.
Now, the one I wouldn't do, I saw a story a while back, they're testing out autonomous 18-wheelers. I don't know that I want to be a part of that deal. Going 80 down the highway, the brakes go out, Johnny Five's on the fritz. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but at that point, you really don't need anybody in the seat.
I don't like 18-wheelers this year. I don't like being next to them, and then you got to speed to get around them, or then you get the occasional truck driver.
Blood of the country.
They're doing great work out there. I don't like being out there with them.
And you're on the road.
And I don't like it when you get the driver who wishes he wasn't a truck driver and was in a sports car, and he wants to be in the left-hand lane. Why are you over here?
If you got your meat, a truck brought it there.
Okay.
Solidarity.
What, kid? I mean, you do the whole thing. You want them to blow
Okay. You're dating a girl, but you soon find out that years ago she once slept with your brother.
Is that a deal breaker?
I don't have brothers.
Let's pretend you did.
Well, let's start with you then.
I said no. Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
You're out. Out. You're out.
Done.
That's just all, and that's a hard out. You don't even try to gradually get out.
Hard out. No, because no,
No Hubie Brown timeout. We got plenty of time.
no,
Awkward.
no. What are you two talking about in the kitchen? No. Nope.
Yeah, I guess that would be weird at like holidays.
Right.
Things like that could be.
They start talking. Hey, remember what? No, we're not doing this. Don't care. Don't care about your trip. Don't care about the apartment. Nothing.
Kenny Cobb. I'm leaning more towards Rico here, but how long ago did that happen? That's the big question for me.
7 years.
Right in the see, if he had said 4 or 5,
Yeah.
you're like no, but 10 would be a
10
yes.
would 10 be okay?
Or is it the issue of forever unclean?
Forever.
That she's crossed a bridge that she cannot cross back from.
Right, because a friend, okay, you may lose a friend. A brother, he's there to the end. Gonna be there at
But
all
some people
the
don't even.
functions.
But some people don't even like their brother.
Right,
Hang on.
he's gonna be there at all the functions,
Is
and
he?
you know good well.
Is he?
He's gonna be sitting there smiling like, hey, I was here first.
How many people do you know where the siblings don't even get along?
Yeah, what if you hate your brother? Do you do it? Out of spite.
That's a good point. Now Kenny's on a power play.
No, you know, even if it's out of, you just don't. That's the, if it was friends and you said 7 years ago, I can roll with that.
Yeah, friends is different. See, I don't have brothers, but I have a ton of
And
cousins
then
that are
again,
like
David,
brothers.
there's some friends that, you know what?
Are like brothers.
That's off limits.
Yes.
You can never date that girl because he once dated her.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker for me. Too close, not doing that.
Right.
No
The
way.
friends, and especially either the real brother or the friends like brothers, no.
I also, just with the construct of my family, I wouldn't want to deal with it. There would be some fallout. There would be some problems.
I think I've tried to do it. I just couldn't close.
I think so. So we want to get on the freeway.
Very upfront. It would be a problem.
You tried to do what? What did you try to do?
I think I tried to like hook up with some girls that my brother had, been.
Oh, you tried? How could you do that to Bobby Bucciolata? Why would you want to do that? Oh, man, you need a therapist. He needs like a tag team. He needs like a Voltron of therapists where they all link up together and try to work on him.
Doctors, mind, body, clinic intern,
Like a big prayer circle, they just do group therapy and set shot for
10 interns following behind with clipboards.
Let's go to the next issue.
Okay, go a little similar to the last one. Let's see.
What happened to the sports in any of this?
Before next sports, next one.
I'm gonna massage my cup.
Is it worse than the one before, or it's okay? You're dating a girl who still remains best friend with her ex. How to do it?
Can I just say something real quick? Because I feel what's happening here. I need David and I need Kenny to be the adults, and they've got to re-engage on this because what deal breakers is not going to turn into is where every sentence starts with.
I hope. Yeah, don't worry. The wings will be on the radio.
This week is your
We'll be home before they start.
The delivery, sure.
Okay. And the girl happens to be 12.
They don't start till 6:30, right? 6:45.
I don't know. Yeah.
We start with Rico here.
Best friend with her ex.
That's a deal
So
breaker
we'll have plenty of time to get home.
Knows cheat codes. So, what does that mean? He knows, because that's her ex-boyfriend, he knows all the things she likes. He knows cheat codes. So the day she goes to him and says, let me tell you what Kenny said to me. Right. And now, okay, Kenny screwed up. I know cheat codes on how to get her back. I'll play
let's say you can't make plans. You have to bail on plans for some reason. Guess who she's going to hang out with? No. Just to guilt trip. So are your feelings on this as strong or stronger than you can't take a running back at 2 in the draft? Asking for a friend. About the same? Yeah. Actually, you know what? More. That's still a non-starter. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. You can't have the ex being the best friend. Like, if you told me she's still friends, best friend means you talk to that person every day. All right, now I assume this happens a lot in the church, Dave, that everyone's very close. Maybe there's some overlap. Talk to me. I mean, no, it's not. Are you dating the lead bassist? I mean, like, talk to me. The lead bassist? Which means we have multiple people playing the bass? Nah. I'm gonna say... I don't think this is a deal breaker. Okay, why? I just don't think it's a deal breaker. I get it. Okay, best friend, they talk to each other all the time. That's gotta be confident in yourself, dude. But David, that means she's sharing information she probably shouldn't be sharing. Because it's the best friend. Because best friend now knows every little thing. I'm not worried about the best friend. I'm sorry. May I ask a question? As the guy with the most expensive wide receiver room in the league, who does the least? Does the ex have a spouse or have a relationship, or is the ex single? It's a good question. It's a good question. That is a good question. I don't have an answer. Yeah, let's do both sides. Let's see. I think either way, just no. It's probably a bad idea. I'm just saying, if the other person's involved too, then it would have to be a real high level. No, it would be easier because if the ex had a significant other or was married, it wouldn't be happening. That's fair. You know what? Rico wins. Because that wife would be like, oh, hell no. Yeah, that's fair. All right, it's fair. Not everyone would, though. Not everyone would say no. Well, unless you're Will Smith and Jada. Right. Other than that, why are you talking to her? No. It would be no in my household. It would be no in pretty much everybody's household. Okay, Cam. All right. You two need to get involved next week because last week was the best edition. There was sports, life, nonsense. This was all about Roberto's personal life. So, you hate your wife? What? That's deal breaker. Rico, you're looking at me with a piece of paper, and I'm looking at you with a piece of paper. I thought you were going to be able to go take a break. I mean, do you want to do rock, paper, scissors for who reads? Sure. No, mic's up. All right, Capital Mortgage Funding. We all know the industry's changed. I mean, we basically need a traffic cop in here the way this station's running itself. Look, Capital Mortgage Funding, Harry Glanz, Dan Burke, the whole staff, they do it right. So you're not going to end up in a scumbag plan like other places put you in. You go to Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE. You get a quality program. Rates are going to go up. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're not. They are. So get in now, because I tell you, the days of 2.75 are probably bing bong, all done. Go to Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, the best mortgage banker.
This is Michigan's own main event champion, Joe Canna. And you know what they say, what happens in Vegas now happens in Michigan. Download and play Real Money Poker on WSOP.com. Compete in the biggest WSOP tournaments from anywhere in Michigan, like the $50,000 Guaranteed Sunday Major. Use my promo code CHAMP to get $50 in free play today. Visit WSOP.com/promotions for full terms. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call the Michigan Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-270-7117.
Hydro excavation with Pros Services is the safest way to dig even in frozen soil. Visit ProServices.com or call 810-982-7271 to get started. Want a new career? Pros Services needs CDL drivers to drive and operate jetpacks, vacuum trucks, tankers, and roll-off trailers. Full-time union with excellent health benefits such as Blue Cross Dental and Optical, starting up to $28.10 per hour for drivers, $26.02 per hour for laborers. Visit ProServices.com. PROS Services.com.
Dealing with a dead battery? Head to AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination. They offer free battery testing to help you know if you need a new battery
there's a traffic jam getting off at northbound Telegraph.
They've got reliable replacement
better stay off Telegraph.
$69.99. And they're the
Girl, those pants look amazing on you. And I say thanks. They're Skechers Go Walk Wear pants. And why do I always get compliments on these casual, athletic, stretchy pants? They're made with comfortable Go Flex fabric that has compression and hold. They have 4 pockets, plus they're machine washable and come in extended sizes. That's the Skechers Go Walk Wear line of pants. Find yours at Skechers.com, a Skechers store, and find retailers everywhere.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like,
Look how backed up 696 is.
But not with ZipRecruiter.
Better stay off
Technology
696.
actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Celebrate spring at Banana Republic Factory with 50 to 70% off everything. Discover vibrant dresses, modern suits, and more from $24.99. Find your nearest store or shop online. Only at Banana Republic Factory.
Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 D Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas.
You know what? I just discovered a great barbershop. It's V's Barbershop. It's now open in Royal Oak, 13 and Woodward. And guys, it's the throwback barbershop. They got the old-fashioned barber chairs. They got barbers cutting you. You get a shave with a straight razor. Now, if you're into that thing, you should, because it gives you that nostalgic feel, like when you were a kid. You want to head to V's Barbershop, Royal Oak, 13 and Woodward.
Necessary Roughness with former NFL lineman TJ Lang and John Jansen. March Madness coming back.
So a couple notes here, because I think there's something super interesting about an athlete who seemingly actually likes it here, and I think it's very important. But I wanted to just get one note in here. I never got to ask you about this. We were joking around during the mock draft, the Kuiper stuff. It's impossible that they take Ahmad Sauce Gardner at 2, right? Lions? It's impossible. I think so. I mean, honestly, I think that Mel Kiper may have been on the sauce. Okay. So, but on a serious note, being that you are as close to the family as anyone, how would the family want this? I mean, what is Mom and Dad told? I mean, Mom and Dad hasn't told me anything, but the fact that you get to watch your son play games at Ford Field every week. What's it like knowing his career's over before it begins because he's been drafted by the Lions? I think, bottom line, I think he'll go any place. Okay, let's just get the butt. Have you spoken to Sauce? I have not spoken to Sauce. I've spoken to people around Sauce. And the inner Sauce circle. Yes. Okay. As a matter of fact, one even said that he hopes for Mike's sake, I'm praying the Giants draft Old Cookie. Who's Old Cookie? Cookies Johnson. Sauce. Oh, Sauce? Yeah. Listen, he said, I hope the Giants draft. Well, I mean, he'd have a good chance at being successful. At least it's a real organization. And with the multiple picks, I think he kind of thinks as well he's going to end up in one New York team. I think he's a Jet or a Giant, probably, because the Giants won't do what I want. Now, if the Lions take him, that's more money. It's more prestige. Like, wow, I went number 2 in the draft. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's a... Why did neither in-state school offer him? He's a late bloomer. He didn't have... I don't even know if he did the camp circuit or if he did. It was everybody else they were going. And then during the season, the games that actually count, and not the underwear Olympics, he balled out. But at that point, I think D'Antonio was pretty much done with Detroit because this was coming off the Blackwell stuff. Mark was done working. So... Let me ask this question. They were like that, because I remember, hey, you guys want to give him I showed you the video. The kids early in his high school career is in MSU's locker room saying, my goals in life and what I want to do. And it's kind of like Haskins when he was talking about, how I want to go and become a Buckeye. Yeah. He's in Michigan State's locker room talking about all of this stuff. And he never got the offer. He would have jumped on it. Is the stat true? Is this Sauce Gardner stat? He never gave up a touchdown pass in college?
Correct.
Sweet Jesus.
The thing that now here's where I think his stock rose, Mike.
Unlike Derek Stingley, he actually plays football.
In the semifinal game when they played Alabama, everybody thought that was going to go away because Alabama has James Williams, Meach. They had all the guys. They weren't injured yet. Alabama basically said, we're going to throw to the other side of the field. That, to me, was the ultimate sign of respect. When Nick Saban in Alabama with the Heisman Trophy quarterback said, we're not even going to throw to his side. I don't think he gave up a pass reception longer than 13 yards all season.
I got to tell you, he's talking me into Juice Box a little bit here. At 7. No,
you can take him at 7. You can take
Giants
him
go
at 7.
Thibodeau at 5 and Sauce at 7.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think he can go his entire career not giving up a TD.
Well, that's my expectation.
But he was good at Cincinnati.
Let me transition to this. David, you have ticket text, or do you want me to get into this Cade thing? Because
Cade thing.
I think it's important. I really don't think it matters if players really like the city they play in, except for one sport, and that's basketball. Like in the NHL, you just don't hear about it. You just don't. It's not a part of the discourse in the NHL.
So I think in the NFL, it does matter as well.
Okay, but the NFL, the players don't have rights. The way that, like in the NBA, we just saw Ben Simmons, all jokes aside, sign a 4-year extension, not play a minute of it, and demand a trade out of it with 4 years left on a deal. It doesn't happen. Now, in the NFL, you're right that we're starting to see the super elite players. Russell Wilson says, I want out. He can get out.
But just think of here. Ndamukong Suh never embraced this team. And you knew from day one, this was a temporary relationship.
Yeah, and again, they could have franchised him.
But there's no point because they knew. Why force him to be here? He doesn't want to be here.
Because you can.
But if you don't want to, let him go.
But basketball's the one where I feel like player power and player movement is the strongest. Cade Cunningham, and you need to bring up the comment he made because you're all over the socials and you're interacting with everybody.
I love how you
But it's look, from draft night, even before the draft, Cade said, I want to be in Detroit. People played it off like, well, he just wants to be the number 1 pick. Yeah, I guess, but the salary slotting between 1 and 2 ain't that big of a deal. Draft night, he was widely embraced. And Rico can't stop talking about the outfit.
No, it was the sunglasses.
He comes here.
He put the buffs on, which is a Detroit thing.
Yes, it is.
And immediately he gained instant credibility.
Then you saw the video of him, which I didn't think was super smart.
No.
Stopping in his car and at the Cavs corridor signing autographs. Probably don't want to do that. But my point is, this dude has embraced it here. You've never heard a negative word. He showed up, worked his ass off. He put together a march at the end of his rookie year of 23 points, 6 boards, 7 dimes. Only one rookie's done that except for him. His name's Michael Jordan. The point is, this kid is being regarded as one of the 10 or 12 best players in the league under the age of 25. Why is any of this relevant being brought up now? Because of what Rico's going to bring up here. And I think it's deeper than the reason Cade said what he said. But give the people the background here.
Mike, it was after a game, April 11th. Cade just went out to Twitter, put out 3 words. That was it. But you've seen these words all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most Detroit things ever. And it ain't got anything to do with Coney Islands. Detroit versus everybody. Everybody in all caps. Meaning, I'm ride or die with you, Detroit. I am a Detroiter. I didn't grow up here with all your pains and everything that you feel. They don't want me to have this Rookie of the Year. Doesn't matter. You like me. You want me.
Right.
You rooted for me. If you're going to be down with me, I'm going to be down with you. Detroit versus everybody.
And the reason I brought it up, guys, it's very easy. Like, basketball has turned into something that I don't like. I admit that if you're not Miami or Houston or LA, like, it's become very difficult. And occasionally we see players adopt and embrace the off-brand market, like Giannis. Okay? Milwaukee was not, no, I was going to say, to me, Giannis was the equivalent of Reggie White in the NFL.
Going to Green Bay?
Yeah. He made a move that was unconventional, but he made it cool. Giannis, everybody thought Giannis was going to head to the Lakers. Or people were talking about Miami. But
Right.
yeah, it's just, my point is, Cade seemingly likes it here, wants to be here. The value in that is immense because the way the NBA is set up, players can get away. Maybe this is where I didn't do a good job articulating it, so this is my fault. Like, you're just thinking about your wide receiver. Oh, God, Gettleman. Players can move around in all sports now, but maybe where they can get away with the most is the NBA. If you do it right and the player actually likes where they're at, they're going to take the rookie extension. But the minute they get into the rookie extension is where you're starting to see guys start to maneuver around. Like the Zion thing is setting up to be maybe the first rookie who turns the rookie extension down. But if Cade likes it here, it buys you minimum 9 years. You get 9 years to get it right. Like Oklahoma City got with KD. They got 9 years. And you either get it right or you don't. And that's kind of where I think it's critical because Detroit, like all jokes aside.
And you're not begging to be traded either.
Right.
Because we laugh and we're like, what is it with Portland and Dame in Portland? And why won't he just leave?
Bradley Beal in D.C.
Maybe they just like it.
Right. You can keep a guy there, and that guy's your compass.
I mean, Giannis showing up to a Chick-fil-A, just a random one, within Milwaukee, it's like, yeah, he's embracing it. He's having fun with it, and he's not trying to create a super team, which is where it looked like the NBA was going. Guys like Cade are putting a halt to that and saying, I kind of like it where I am, guys, and maybe we could just build this thing organic.
It feels right, okay? So there's your feel-good moment today. You know I like Cade. I'm very pleased with how the rookie year went, and I'm very pleased that he seemingly is buying it. That's vitally important. So just a note we wanted to make sure we got to you, because it kind of gets lost in the shuffle of a week of baseball and the opener and a couple of the day games, okay? There you go. Feel good. 248-539-9797. Rico with a little business.
Oh, I actually do. Okay. Hi, it's me again. BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, unleashes the spirit of Las Vegas. With BetMGM rewards, every time you make a wager, you can earn BetMGM rewards points. It can be redeemed for online bonus credits like free bets or risk-free tokens. And if you are planning a trip to Vegas, just came back from there about a month ago, you can also convert your points into MGM rewards points that you can use towards dining and shows and hotel rooms at over 20 MGM resort properties located on the Vegas Strip and nationwide. BetMGM Rewards is sports betting's premier loyalty program featuring exclusive offers, incredible experiences, and valuable perks when you wager on the app. Sign up with BetMGM or log on today to get an even bigger piece of the action with BetMGM Rewards. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Michigan only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
Saturday, USFL makes history with a special opening night as the Birmingham Stallions face New Jersey Generals. USFL kicks off Saturday, 7:30 Eastern on Fox.
Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers keep you up to date with what's happening in the D. This week, it's time to elevate your dining experience. These chef-curated tasting menus will blow your mind and inspire your senses. For more stories like these, head over to ChevyDetroit.com.
Detroit Chevy dealers are ready to get your weekend started with the Chevy Blazer. Blazer is the midsize SUV you've been looking for. Its bold design and athletic stance will turn heads wherever you go. And its roomy interior offers seating for up to 5 passengers, plus plenty of space for cargo. Chevy Blazer. It's the SUV that has it all. Hurry into your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers and lease a 2022 Blazer 2LT front-wheel drive for just $219 a month for 24 months. Put it in deep and see why Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com. Leases for a 2022 Blazer 2LT front-wheel drive for 24 months, 10,000 miles per year. For well-qualified GM employees, retirees, and eligible family members with a current lease of a 2017 model year or newer Chevrolet. 1929 due lease signing after all offers, plus title tax and dock fees. No security deposit. Program subject to change without notice and certain restrictions may apply. See participating dealer for details. Offer ends May 2nd, 2022.
Win $1 million during the Big Draw promotion at MGM Grand Detroit. Tuesdays and Fridays in April, you could win up to $1 million by matching up to 6 numbers during the Big Draw live drawings. Simply swipe your MGM Rewards card to activate your Big Draw game card. The more you match, the more you win. $1 million could be yours during the Big Draw promotion. Only at MGM Grand Detroit. Grand times ahead. See the MGM Rewards desk for details. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. Donate online at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
24 Seconds Bar and Grill in Berkeley, the best place for great food, great atmosphere, and great specials. Catch the NBA playoffs here. For Tigers games, $3.50 for bottles of Miller Lite or Coors Light. And need a party or any event catered? Let 24 Seconds do all the work. 24 Seconds. Grab a taste of the action.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber. When part of your offense isn't firing on all cylinders, it shows. And sometimes the only solution is to replace that part with something new. It's true on a championship team, and it's also true with cars. That's why I love eBay Motors. They have all the right parts at the right prices. 122 million of them. That way, you can get the parts you need to make your car a winner. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride.
We travel to see what's around the bend and what we're capable of. And now Capital One's new class of travel card can keep up with you. Introducing Venture X from Capital One. With 10x miles on hotels and rental cars, and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x miles on everything else you buy. Venture X, for those always asking, where next? Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This hour of the Valenti Show with Rico is brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Get the latest sports news and inside information about Michigan and Michigan State on the 5 Star Zone with Rico Beard. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
You know who was looking for you the other day? Nobody. All right. So what Rico likes to do is hold receipts. He forces predictions upon all of us, and then he holds the receipts to make us sound stupid. So, being that this is going to be a football-exclusive show, we need to mix this in because the NBA playoffs are starting. Play-in tournament finishes out. It's time for David? What did you call this?
The
fast break? Nah.
No, this is the exchange.
Three-man weave. There you go. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's the Tom Izzo Bagracus weave. Till there's 4 on the clock.
16.
Go ahead.
What do you want to tell Joe Biden right now?
Well, the beauty of this is we did this right after the All-Star games. We had no clue what was going on. But it's always fun to do it. You can either buy, sell, or hold, okay? But I gave you an option. You can only get one hold. This is going to be so bad. All right. Let's just start off at the top. Ben Simmons will be traded. Oh, come on. I had to say yes to this, didn't I? I said buy. Okay. Tell me I bought. David? You sold. You thought he was staying in Philly?
I did.
And right after the All-Star break, Michael, the biggest Ben Simmons aficionado out there, you sold it as well. You didn't think he was leaving. Shame. You know the irony in all this? If a person doesn't play Does it really count?
It does,
Well,
because
he got traded.
he's going to play during this Celtics series.
Do we
and
know this?
Yeah. And
Video games or real games?
No, real. And he's going to beat my team. That's the ultimate in irony. You should be rooting for that.
Yeah, they say he'll be ready between games 4 and 6, elimination time.
That's right. He'll be out there to put my Celtics to sleep with one of these gummies.
Golden State Warriors will have the best record in the West.
Now Curry got hurt. This isn't even a fair thing. Go ahead.
No. But at the time, everything was going. He was coming back.
All right, smart
Mike,
guy. Let me hear it.
Mike, you bought that. David,
Curry didn't die.
you sold it. I figured I would. I sold it as well. I mean, come on. You all knew he was going to be in the West.
I was right. I couldn't predict Curry dying. I was right. To hell with both of you.
Well, you're going to feel better with this one.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
The Brooklyn Nets will win the East.
Oh my gosh.
Mike, you sold it.
David, please tell me I sold it.
You sold it as well.
Thank you.
Silly me thought Kyrie was going to come back early. Nah, I bought it. I look ridiculous.
Yeah, look, here's the thing. It's still possible, but it no longer feels probable.
Right.
Like, no, I don't. The only team that I think is truly fraudulent up top is the Heat. Now, the Celtics, it's going to be an issue of getting Robert Williams back. Can the Celtics beat the Nets in the first round? Yes. But I just, the Nets, it hasn't gelled. And the reasoning is simple. They just don't play together. They haven't been together. But on any night, here's what's terrifying. Kyrie and KD can score 60. And you're dead.
Correct.
But they don't guard anybody. And the Joe
Ben
Harris
Simmons
injury is
right?
bigger than people gave it credit.
Yeah, Brown can guard
Simmons.
everybody.
Well, that's what Simmons would bring to the table if he plays.
Because you have him, you're not winning.
Oh, man.
Go to the college ranks, little tournament stuff. We threw those in there.
Oh, great. Yeah, awesome.
Michigan State finishes in the top 3 in the Big Ten. Mike, you sold that.
Thank Christ.
I sold that as well.
Nice job by you.
David bought it.
Wow.
At the time, they were. So
The biggest Sparty hater on the
At
planet.
the time, they were just hitting that losing streak. They were fresh
Well,
out of
they
being
had-
14-2.
they hadn't started the losing streak.
No, they were just in the midst of that streak.
But if you were like Rico and I, we were telling people they are not that good.
I believed in Izzo.
Well,
I'm glad you did. Up next, Julius Marble hook shot from 16 feet.
U of M makes the tournament.
Oh, let me guess what I did.
Mike, you sold. I sold as well. David, you bought it.
Ooh.
And then you told me to change it because you wanted to sell it.
I
Spineless.
did?
I have it scratched out right here. You bought it.
Detailed
My
notes.
And then said, no. I'm selling that.
Oh, no.
I think they had just lost a game and you were upset with Juwan.
I'm going to tell you something.
No.
This segment that we do once in a while is how friend groups should operate. Like when we were all in college, we should have had a whiteboard of all the opinions and sports arguments.
Throw it back in their face.
No, it just would have been a way to really figure out who knows what they do or don't.
Oh,
talk
don't
about.
worry.
I'm telling you.
So you like?
No worries.
No, I kind of hate it, but at the same, it varies question to question.
Oh, the ticket takers are loving that I changed my mind on Michigan.
Spineless.
The Knicks will make the playoffs, including the play-in game.
Bing bang.
I bought it. I thought that they would.
I can't be mad at that.
At that time, they were teetering around 7th seed. Yeah. Mike, you sold it. David,
Some of us have a better read on the New York team.
you also sold it.
Good.
You also have Ben Simmons.
Hey, Ben Simmons still has time to write his story.
His story is closed.
You shut your mouth.
You know what? He should just get tattooed on his back, and they lived happily ever after.
Can I ask a Knicks-related question? Oh, my God. I want to ask a Knicks-related question. Julius Randle is going to be on the move this summer. Any interest?
You know what? Yeah, because I think, one, it's going to be a lot of spite because he wants to show New York, F you. You didn't treat me, because they when they loved him, he played great. When they turned on him, He wanted out.
He could come here and no one will pay attention. It could be a great place for him.
No, I don't want him.
No? Okay.
David, I would, because I think he is a guy that he's already shown a change of scenery, and he's good. And the fan base here is not going to turn on him because they got other people on the team that they're already turning on.
Well, now
a good season.
Well, I'll tell you who we can't go get, and then we'll get back to this receipts.
All right.
I mean, you can't bring Miles Bridges to town now. He's throwing mouthpieces at fans.
No, you actually can't, because Miles did the adult thing. He did the thing that Will Smith and Juwan Howard and a lot of people didn't do. Immediately after the game, he chastised himself. Said it was unacceptable. I'm sorry. Find that young lady. I'm going to make it right with her. He stopped it from being a two-day story.
We're back.
So
We're back. We can make him a Piston.
I give him credit. He chastised himself.
Charlotte cannot afford to max him out.
They can't.
Make Jordan choke on that offer. Let's go.
Pistons will have the worst record in the NBA.
Uh-oh.
I bought that.
I can't be. Hold on, though, David.
The worst?
Yeah, but that's not. For a time, it was them in Houston.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at anyone who bought it.
Well,
I'm
glad you can't be mad because you bought it as well.
They were.
But at least I give you credit, Mike. You weren't spineless. He held it.
Wow. A non-committal answer about the team in his backyard.
Because I didn't want to be negative on Cade.
Happy Chinooka.
Finally, Jeremy Grant will be traded by the trade deadline.
I know what I did, and I'm wrong. Awesome.
Okay. Well, Mike bought it. Mike said it's going to happen. It's going to happen, folks.
I
think I knew. I sold that. I sold it, and David, you sold it as well.
Yep.
Kudos. Wow. So, good job, fellas. I'm glad we had an opinion, except for David decided to hold out.
That's tough.
And just say no.
What did I use my hold on?
You didn't. You were a man.
That's right. I flew right into. I went right into the iceberg.
You were a man. So,
I think I have it wrong.
Trust me.
Chris Paul breaks an ankle.
You know what? If you want, we can do this again for the NBA playoffs.
I want to.
Okay.
Because it's a love-hate thing. Oh, there you go.
Just like that. Love-hate.
An Odyssey station.
Somebody paid the bills around here. Rico's microphone just collapsed.
That looked like the Hudson's building. Mid-sentence.
Oh, my God.
All right, so we'll do one for the NBA.
Okay. Tremendous stuff as always. Thank you. Hi, it's me again. Hey, the NBA play-in tournament. No sure things except one. Bet at least $20 in same-game parlays on FanDuel. You get an instant bonus, win or lose. So not only do you get, a little preview of the playoffs, something fun to bet on that's not baseball, thank God. But FanDuel gives all customers a bonus for getting in